Boom, and we are live. Good evening, sir. Chijioke Otikpa. Am I pronouncing your surname well? Is it Otikpa or Otikpa?
You tried. You tried. It's a Tiba.
Otikpa. That's an Igbo name now. Otikpa.
Yeah.
I'm an Igbo guy. Imagine me, Igbo guy like me. I could never pronounce
Yeah.
an Igbo name
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
Eh? So the Igbo people like me that falling into victim that they could not even pronounce the Igbo name well.
I
All right.
think your mic is. I'm hearing some
Sound.
sounds from your
But
microphone or something.
okay, let me off the fan. I think it's from the fan. Let me turn
Okay.
off.
Okay. You can try. You're back. And now I can't hear you. I can't hear anything from your end. I can't hear you. Okay. I should go out and come in again. Okay. Okay. So anyone watching this will just have to exercise some patience. Sometimes we do have these issues with tech. There's no perfect tool or streaming option, so they all come with their own headaches, their own packages of hitches here and there. Okay.
I am back. Am I heard? Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Praise the Lord. Wow, it's good to have you here, Brother Chijioke Otikpa. Pardon me if I don't get that way. Otikpa.
Problem. No problem.
Aha. Where is that your fine face? Let's go. This is DIC African podcast. So we are launching this first episode with people like you. So I'm happy to have you here, sir. But before we start, I would like, I already shared your profile with my audience. So we're not going through that now because it's long, because you are into, oh my God, a lot of stuff. So you just have to summarize and just make it brief for us and just tell us who is Chijioke Otikpa.
Okay. So I'd like to start by saying that I'm a very simple person. Yeah, but I do quite a lot of things. I do quite a lot of things. I am a physiotherapist by profession, also a practicing life coach. I train, I speak, I write, I mentor, I lead. These are the different ways I express myself and do what I love to do. I'm passionate about seeing people grow. I'm passionate about building great structures and teams. developing people. I'm into human capacity development. That's my area. I love to build and invest in people. And I speak. I speak at professional levels. I speak at organizations. I train speakers as well. So I do quite a lot. I also help multi potentialites like myself. I love people who, I love to help people who are interested in many things. People who love to do many things. People who have different ways of expressing their identities. People who the society has tried to streamline or make them feel guilty because they love doing many things. And I love to help those set of people discover or realize that their interest in many things is part of their unique life design model and they don't have to do away with it. I'm a jack of all trades. That jack of all trades is you've been looking for everywhere, that everybody has been calling and throwing stones at. That's me. Proudly, I wear it like a badge, you know. So that is in a nutshell about me. There are many other things you can find out. Facebook is there, Instagram is there, LinkedIn is there. So wherever you want
Ah,
to
for
go, you
leg
check
I
it out.
know.
So that's me in a nutshell. Your sound has gone out again. Try and disconnect the headphones. Try and disconnect your earpiece from the phone. Let's see. Just pull it out. Let's see if it works.
I can't even hear you. Let me
Can you
see.
hear me now?
Can you also hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. So today we'll be talking about the topic here is choosing the right career and how to get life clarity for your pursuit. Because many people, like you said, um, they have many things. They are multi-potentialites. Even like me, I can do many things. You be like, is it not Collins? He's a poet and he's doing this, that. Love you. It's not my fault too. It's not my fault. Even me, I don't know how I used to do it. So some people don't have
Mhm.
clarity. Some people don't have clarity. Okay, what course should I study? What should I study? Okay. So some people are confused. They don't know what, okay, maybe I should study law. Some people choose course because of their friend, influence of their friend, their circle. Say, because we were in the same class, we used to sit in the same seat. So since he's doing law, let me do law. People are like that. So they choose career because of friends or maybe because of their parents. They say, do this one because I studied computer engineering. Go and study. This is where the money is. Go and do it. It's not about passion again. It's not about money, according to some people. So now we start from here. How do one get clarity for their pursuit? But before you start, what or how do you define clarity according to your own understanding?
Okay. If you ask me, I'll tell you. Clarity is all about knowing knowing what you want,
Mm,
knowing what you want, why you want it, and how exactly to get that thing you want. Or I can say, knowing what you want to do, right? When you are going to get it done and how you want to do it.
mm,
That's clarity. Okay? Clarity is the etymology, the origin of the word is from the word clear. Clear.
clear.
You understand? So you are no longer trying to battle with so many distractions. When you want to look at something, right? When you want to look at something, you want to focus. Maybe as a guy that is ready to marry, you go to church, and then there's this sister that sang in the morning. during the worship session, and the lady is entering your eyes, and you just can't seem to take your eyes off that lady. Now you are targeting that lady. I mean, you don't want anything to come in between your eyes and the position. There are many ladies in church, but it's that one that you are looking at. That one. And you are targeting. If cameraman wants to block the person, you use style and signal to him to shift. You want that view to be clear, right? They are not you are not trying to fix your eyes on too many of the options available at that moment. You want it clear, a clear picture. Okay? That's what clarity is about. What do I really
Mm.
want for my life? What do I really want for my business? What do I really want for my career? And then it's
Mm.
not just about what you want. If you thought out what you want, if you base everything just based on what you want, you get it. Oh, this is what I want. I want to become okay. Yeah, it makes sense. For how? If the how is not in the equation, clarity is not complete yet. You just have an idea, you don't have clarity. Okay. Now, one thing I want you to also understand is this: clarity is progressive. It comes in levels, it comes in stages, it's progressive. Sometimes, the reason why a lot of people get so confused and stuck is because they are trying to find clarity the way people have forced it on them. It's just like the word purpose, you know. You are saying find your purpose. Everywhere you go, purpose masterclass is happening. You enter church,
Purpose is not like
purpose
mystery.
masterclass, purpose, honestly, you know. And many people are stuck and lost because they have attended so many purpose classes and yet they have no understanding of what purpose really is. That's the way clarity is. Okay,
Mm.
give yourself room. Don't be under so much pressure. For some people, they feel like, oh, I don't have clarity until I have found one niche. I found one tiny thing that I'll go and fix myself and be doing. And people will now be calling me the whatever, the mom's whatever, or the dad's whatever, or the children's this, the children's reader, children's writer, all those things. Come on, it doesn't to me, it doesn't really make so much sense, you know, unless it is rewarding you in many angles, unless you have sat down and calculated the indices, which I'll give you here. There are some things that you must be able to check off the list and say, okay, yes, this is what determines how devoted I'm going to be to this thing, or this is what can tell if I really, really have clarity. So this is just a summary of the whole thing. Clarity about being clear, what you want to do, the idea you have, your business you want to start. How do I move from here? Where do I go from here? Where am I headed? Where is the destination? Okay, the path. I mean, the destination is you have a mental picture of that destination, right? You have a mental picture. It must not be perfect anyway. It must not be accurate 100%. But you have a mental picture. You have a mental framework of the journey, but it is not a must. Nobody has the right to say it is a must to have the exact blueprint,
Yeah.
step by
Yeah.
step, how it should be. No, 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 no.
Yes.
That's why some people, if you check 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you must have been writing what I want to do in the next 5 years. That basically works for less than 1% of people because the reason is this: the more you grow, the more you realize that there is capacity for more, there's room for more. There are some things that I told myself in the next 5 years I should be able to do this. And those things, when the right opportunity, the right people, the right knowledge came, I was able to do those things in less than a year.
Yeah.
You know, so where is the next 5 years going to? Where is
5
the
years.
next 5 years? 10 years? Maybe I should, since I've achieved it, let me just sleep. Let me just sleep and wake up the next 5 years. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so
mm.
that's it. Clarity is knowing what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you're going to do
How
it.
you want to
There
do
are
it.
other
Mm,
questions involved, you know, there are other questions involved. Who do you want to do it for? Who do you want to do it with? You know,
mm,
how long do you want to do it and all that. So it's just about framework and structure of that thing in your head.
mm. Wow, bravo. You know, exactly. People have been finding purpose, the same purpose last year, this year, class to class. I'm finding my purpose. Ask yourself question. Why am I not still getting this thing? Is purpose now mystery? Is it inside coconut water? I have to go and find it. Where is this thing called purpose? So now let's say that means before one we're able to know what understand clarity, do we say that we must first understand a purpose?
That's where it begins. I mean, purpose is it's part of clarity. It's an essential component of clarity. But what I usually tell people is this: for you to know what you want to do, you must first of all start from understanding yourself. That's where you start. Start from understanding yourself, understanding who you are, your personality metrics. Okay. So if you do not know you, if you don't understand, if you don't have a firm grasp of your own identity, what really matters to you, you'll be blown around by every wind of distraction. You know. So when I know myself, right, when I know that I'm in the expressive spectrum, I love to express myself. I love to speak. I love to teach. I love to talk. I love to interact with people. You know, I love connecting with people and all that. When I know that this is an integral aspect of me, right? I wouldn't want to take up an offer or a job or learn a skill that requires me to do the exact opposite of myself. You know, there are some people that they derive joy by being on their own. They love doing their own things. They love being backstage, right? They love handling backstage issues and all. That's what gives them fulfillment. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that they should remain there or that they shouldn't interact and all, but they have tried the both ends. They've tried here and they've tried here, and they've seen exactly what what works for them.
Mm,
Yes. So, like I was saying, they've seen exactly what works for them, and you can't take them out of there and place them somewhere that doesn't allow them express their true identity. You know, there are people who like to lead teams. They love to be in the front. They love to always handle, be the movers and shakers and all. And then all of a sudden, you want them to do the backstage work. They won't enjoy that.
mm.
You understand? Myself,
Yeah,
for an example, I've worked with people who, I mean, I opted to volunteer for them. At some point, it started becoming boring for me because I was doing a lot of back end work. You know, I can sacrifice my time, my energy, my money. You see, for me to interact with people, reach out to people, connect with people, and all, I can sacrifice for that. But when you want me to be doing menial tasks backstage and nobody will see me, no, no, I don't enjoy that. So at some point, I gave up. It wasn't my thing. You
exactly.
understand?
Just like me
Yeah.
now. I don't like doing WhatsApp class. What do you teach it in? I could have done this in virtual conference or WhatsApp now. Who will know? I don't like something like that.
So, so that's the thing. It's very important to know yourself. That's where it begins. Clarity begins with that identity, that sense of identity. This is who I am. I mean, this is who I am. This is what I really want for myself. This is what I really desire. Okay? Then you start talking about the other things.
Hmm. Wow. So now this purpose is important. And I know people have been going to purpose classes. Some will go to church. They say go to your creator. So if you go to mosque now, which creator would they ask you to go to find your purpose? So now, how do one find a purpose? Like, I know that this is the last class anybody will ever take. You never after this
Yeah.
class, you never go to any other place to say, I'm looking for my purpose. So how can one find a purpose?
You know, the funny thing and the interesting thing is God didn't create anybody purposeless, right?
Mm,
That's
mm,
one. And this thing I'm about to say is going to give a lot of people liberty. It's going to liberate a lot of people.
freedom.
It's going to yes, that freedom, and it's going to reduce, or it's going to eliminate their next purpose class. Let me put it that way.
Yes, I said it before that nobody will come this class and go to another class. That this class is master class. Yeah, imagine if we charge 20,000 and we are just doing this for free. Wow.
That's good. So like I was saying, purpose is about usefulness. That's one thing I want you to understand. It's usefulness. The number two thing that will liberate you finally is purpose does not mean one thing. God has
Mm,
put in every man the innate desire to do something worthwhile, to do something valuable, to solve problems that exist. You know, it's like the world is like a puzzle with one missing piece. Full beautiful puzzle, but there's one missing piece somewhere. Now, you are that missing piece. You, your values, your attitude, your your character, your skills and your competencies, your abilities and your interests, your desires and your ambitions, the problems you want to solve. That is the missing piece. So when you take the missing piece and put it back in place, you have a full, beautiful picture. Once you remove that one piece, the whole thing goes into disarray. It goes into disorder, chaos. You picking up that piece and putting it back in place is you carrying your solutions to solve real problems that exist in the world. And that is you fulfilling purpose. Okay? You see a problem somewhere that calls to you from the inside. You have something, a talent, a gift, a skill, an ability, a resource, anything at all that you can put together to solve that problem that keeps screaming your name. That is purpose. So maybe every time you walk the streets, sometimes what makes people feel so awkward, what makes people confused is that they keep looking for the next higher definition of purpose, and somebody will grab from encyclopedia or from wherever and confuse them. These things are simple. The power is in the simplicity. Okay, you
mm,
go out there and you see people who are hungry, who are tired of the system, who are educated and unemployed. You see children roaming the streets and hawking, and you know that something witnesses to you that you've probably been there before, or you don't want anybody to experience such things in life. You have the skill. Even if you don't have the skill, it could be interest, right? Even if it's not the interest, it could be the resource, the resources. If it's not the resources, it could be the platform. If it's not the
mm,
platform, it could be the ambition or anything at all that can take you a step closer to solving that problem that calls out to you. The problem can be in education system, it can be in politics and government, it can be in entertainment, it can be in food and agriculture, it can be anywhere. But there's something deep in you that witnesses, oh, I want to solve this problem. Maybe you go around and you see people who are broke, you see people who are confused, you see graduates who don't have jobs. And you know that if these people learn skills, they can get empowered. They can go out there and apply for jobs on freelance websites and get jobs and all. It will to be even more helpful to them than attending 6, 7 years in the university and coming out and they're still confused, bereft of ideas. Now that is the purpose conversation happening in your head. And the truth is, even if what you are seeing, when you close your eyes and you think of purpose, you think of your life that has meaning, right? You think of that person who is doing great things. I'm talking about you. Even if what you are seeing is too big, the mistake a lot of people make is they close their eyes or they want to imagine, they visualize, and what they see is so big, it flashes. And when it flashes, they're like, no, 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 can never be me. It can never be me. Me speaking in front of millions of people that are wearing suits, me can never be me. so,
They're judging their
so
present condition to where they are supposed to be.
yes, exactly, exactly. They check it. You see me open a school for what? With 7,615 naira in my account. And Palmpay is even chasing me up and down. Me open a school. Never, can never be me. you know. Now, these are people who will keep attending purpose classes. There are people who will keep crying. I don't know my purpose. I will not found my purpose. I don't even think I have purpose. But when you have a good conversation with them, you will discover that these people have been receiving this direct revelation from God, but they've been ignoring it because it does not gel. I mean, the thing no gel at all. It's not connecting. You know. So even the advice I have for people, what I usually tell people is this: even when you close your eyes and you visualize, whether your eyes are closed or open, even when you see anything like that, you imagine, and it seems to be overwhelming, it seems to be too big. Find a way to break it down. Start taking little baby steps to that big place. Start creeping if you can creep. Start walking if you can walk. Start running if you can run. If you can fly, fly. If you can disappear and appear, fine. Anyone,
Hmm.
you know.
In
But
any way,
start
shall be
doing
moving.
something.
Keep moving.
Yes, exactly. Start doing something. You know, I have an intention of building a school, a big school, a big academy, an institute, world class institute that was run in different continents, different countries. But what did I do? I looked at it. Man, that dream, that vision, that particularly because I didn't like the way a lot of graduates were coming out and there's not almost nothing left for them. Direction is lacking, vision is lacking, sense of purpose or mission lacking at all. So instead of me to just abandon it because it felt like it was too big, it was not matching that dream, was not matching my account balance. They were not, I mean, they were not made. So instead of me to ignore it and throw it away, I started small. I started small. I started by building a learner's tribe. You have seen Learners Learn 247 on Facebook. I started by building that community. From there, I moved to Koga, Chijioke Otikpa Growth Academy, currently on Telegram and on Facebook as well, and WhatsApp. Now, I kept on doing that. I kept on training. I kept on building people, right? Because the truth of the matter is, um, sometimes it costs you very little to actually invest in people, right? The mistake some people also make is they jump too fast. They want to go and start building structures. They want to go and start building systems, and all those things are good, right? But my own ideology, my own thinking to it is build the people, right? Build the people, especially because it is more cost efficient. You know, it may take you less, and when you build the people first, you can now start thinking about building the structures. The reason being that when you build the structures, it is the people you have built that would first occupy the structures you built. Another way I'll put it is this: build the people, and the people There are people who their own is not to come and be competing with anybody online. They call themselves king makers. They are not there to post anything. They are not there to become popular on Facebook or Instagram. No, that's not their role. That's not their job. Their own is to bring people, train, groom them, nurture them, send them out. They are like digital, or let me not say digital. They are like professional apostles. You know, like gather them, build, empower, send them out. You go and take over your space. You go and take over your industry. Go and do this. Go and that's the way they are, right? Those people understand something. It's the language of people building. So, in the near future, those people are going to need help with building their own structures if they ever want to. And it is the people who they build that would come running to them. I know people now who operate this thing. This thing I'm telling you, that's their own structure. People. The same thing happened with the presidential candidate, Peter Obi. He so much believes in the people. He's a people believer. And you can see what turned out, what transpired with Labour Party. Not that they stole our mandate. You can see what transpired. So that aside, um, that's what I would really want to, really want to say. Invest in the people, and then from there you keep going. Start doing, taking little steps to that big vision that you see. Keep the vision alive, keep the dream alive, right? But don't let the gigantic nature of it discourage you from actually making effort.
Wow, wow, wow. Me, I was thinking when I said, how can one find a purpose? You say, go and write, who am I? Where am I from? You know the used to say it now. Who am
I don't
I?
know.
Where am I from? Why am I here? Where do I want to be? I don't have anything against that. So it's people know their own, they understand their personality. So they know what works for them. So you use what
Yeah.
works for you. But the main thing is you keeping that dream alive and knowing how to groom your ideas. And
Yes.
like me, I used to believe that my ideas, I have big ideas, but there's some things I want to do. I'll not get the idea once. But it's okay. I'll start like this. The idea will keep evolving. That's how I grow and just do it anyway. That's it.
Exactly. What you just said now. Um, Sometimes I say this a lot. Sometimes what makes people confused in this purpose thing is over conceptualizing. I've made a series of posts. See, I made a post on Facebook. Purpose is not just one thing. I made another one, demystifying purpose. Anybody who wants to learn about purpose should probably find that those posts on Facebook and read them. You can just go to Facebook and type my name, Chijioke Otikpa, purpose. It should come out. Algorithm will bring it out. Now, one thing I said about over conceptualizing purpose is a lot of people use grammar to finish themselves and finish people. You know, Grammar and long. When they say purpose, people want to make it long and confusing so that it will look as if they are making sense.
Hmm.
Some people who
Hmm.
are telling you, some people who are telling you, write now, write 50 things, answer this and answer that, and there's all this. Sometimes I administer those things. I mean, I do those things. I teach people those things. I let them understand the simplicity first, okay? Because sometimes some people who are saying all those things, they are not doing it. They are not doing it. Some people will tell you wake up by 3 a.m. every day. By 5 a.m. they are still snoring. 6 a.m. they are still snoring. Just, just so that people will see them as a online guru or coach or whatever.
Hmm.
It
Hmm.
doesn't make sense. Let's be realistic. Purpose is, in its simplest form, the most powerful. When you communicate it with simplicity, that's when it's powerful. When you understand that this just means usefulness and innate drive inside of you. to solve problems. Purpose is married to problems. If
Hmm.
you're not solving
Married
problems,
to
you're not
problem.
fulfilling purpose. Yes.
Hmm.
If you're not solving problems, you're not fulfilling purpose. So
Hmm.
there has to be a strong sense of attachment. I'm doing this because of somebody else. Passion is inwardly directed. It's inwardly directed. You are doing something because there's a strong emotional attachment to it. You are enjoying it, it's flowing. Or you are angry with somebody and you are doing something. So that emotion is burning. But when it comes to purpose, you exclude yourself from the conversation. It's no longer because it's sweet. You understand? It's no longer because you are enjoying it. There are some sessions I hosted that it was not because I was enjoying it. I was not having fun. No. There are some things I do and I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I have to go, but I need to keep doing that thing. Not for my
Do
sake,
it
for the sake
anyway.
of somebody else. Purpose is externally directed. It's externally directed. It focuses on other people, other things, other identities or personas, not you.
Not for you.
Okay? Yes. Purpose is
Hmm.
basically two things. It's divided into two: service to God and humanity.
Hmm.
Service to God
Service
and
to God
humanity.
and man.
That's the simplest definition. You
Hmm.
know, it's people that now come to complicate it and say, for you to find there's one unique thing that God has created you to do. One thing in this life that God has called, that's a lie. It's a lie. God did not call you to do one thing. Because when you change environment, you will realize that a lot of those things will change.
Don't work there.
You know, when you are a child, right? When you are young, as a teenager, probably you are in your early 20s or you're in your teenage age, you realize that a lot of people near you, a lot of people in your locality, in your environment, a lot of people are following you. They are young people. Because they are young people, you think you call yourself
Great.
teenage coach, and you tell everybody who is asking, you tell them God has told you this is what you are going to do, this is what you are going to help teenagers and teenagers this, teenagers that. Now, when you
Hmm.
begin to grow, you'll find out that those people in your vicinity, those people you have helped or you have been helping, they are not going to be teenagers forever.
Hmm.
They're not going to be there for life. They're going to grow too.
Hmm.
They are growing, they are expanding. You know, and that doesn't mean that because you've grown, you become useless to them. You too, you are evolving. Some experiences you
Yeah.
now have. When you finally get married, you realize that okay, now the issues I'm facing every day, life is currently educating me. I'm in a new school, right? I'm facing new issues, I'm getting new challenges, I'm solving those challenges. And then whenever you go out, people are asking you, please, what did you do? When this happened to your relationship, what did you do? When this happened to your marriage, what did you do? How do I navigate this? How do I will you now come and tell them, no, leave me, oh. That one is for me and my wife and God alone. I'm not a teenage coach. I'm a teenage coach.
Uh-huh.
Just bring your teenagers, let me finish them. It doesn't happen
Hmm.
that way. With
Yeah.
time, you continue to evolve. You continue to see new possibilities, new things, new identities, new skills. Self-discovery is a journey. It's not a one-time thing that you just throw it that and it nails it on the
Hmm.
wall. No, it's a journey. So you have to
Hmm.
give yourself that liberty to discover, to search, to find you.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's it. That's that's just it. It's not a one. There's no one thing that you just grab and say, "Yes, I found it." You plucked it like mango. So there's
Hmm.
nothing else you are looking for. No, I don't believe in the one niche theory. You only have
Hmm.
to do this. Some people can be very very annoying. You know, and sometimes it gets frustrating. They just want to know what's that one thing you're doing. You tell me.
You are called for.
At some point, I got tired of people asking me such questions. There was one guy, somebody I respect quite well, asking me, what do you do? Somebody should ask you what you do. What do you do? I say, yeah, I train when I teach, I'm a life coach. I say, no, 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 say one thing. Say, what's that one thing? Only one thing. If you should abandon the rest, what's that one thing you'll be doing? What's that one thing you want to be known for? I said, oh, God, I want to be known for one thing. I'm not interested. I'm not, I'm actually not interested. I mean, who cares about one thing or two things when I can help you solve the problem? That is what matters, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a misconception of purpose that we have over time. And it's got to go. You have to be able to embrace your new identity and then grow, grow, evolve. Evolve is the word. Move.
Mm. Wow. Hmm. Fantastic. You're a catalyst of this. Wow. Isn't true? Isn't true? Wow. Now, when it comes to career, people say, I don't know how to choose the right career. How can one know the right career to choose
Okay, good. I'm going to give you a
when it
quick
comes to
formula.
course of study?
Let me give you a quick formula. This is both for career, business, side hustle, anything else that as long as it's a journey. Hmm? I'll give you a formula. Now this formula I can teach you for. If you give me 10 days, I'll not exhaust it, but let me crunch it in the next few minutes. Hmm? Let's say next 5 minutes. And the formula is I used to have 10 P's, but I'll say as much as I can here. As much as I'll share as much as I can. Um, these are the different factors to check, when you want to make a major decision, a major career decision, right? One of the factors is, and the reason I'm giving you this is so that when it's time for you to decide, you can sit down and check, and sit down and ask yourself certain questions. Okay, is this part of it? Is this part of it? Will this work? Am I really in for this? Okay, so number one is personality. Personality. Okay, what do I want to do? I mentioned it the other time. You see, my kind of person, my nature, my nature. I've tried different things and they didn't work. And I did not blame myself for trying out those things. Okay? I didn't blame myself one bit for trying out the different things I tried out that didn't work for me. It just helped me to buttress the point. Don't mind me, I'm looking for my power bank. And okay, so I think this my battery percentage can get me to the end. So like I was saying, I've tried certain things that didn't work and it helped me to know what I don't want. Sometimes how you get clarity is by knowing what you don't want first. By knowing what you don't want. It's not always I know what I want to know what I want. No, no, no. Sometimes know what you don't want. Know what doesn't work for you, what doesn't fit you. Hmm? You don't want to be a round peg in a square hole. There are some things that when you are doing it, it seems like you are forcing yourself to squeeze into a particular definition that is not meant for you. You have to understand that personality is important. Are you on the expressive side? Are you on the inner shell kind of person? Are you someone who wants to be in the spotlight? Or are you somebody who loves walking backstage? You can be successful either ways. I mean, you can be successful either ways. You know, depends on what your definition of success is. So my kind of person, I know I love to express myself. I said it earlier. I love to engage. I love to express. I love to practice. So if you're not giving me that opportunity to practice and shine, I'm not for you. You are not for me. I cannot work in a bank. You can't keep me in one place for how many hours? God forbid. Unless you are ready. If any customer comes, I'll sit them down. We'll have like 1 hour consultation session before
Another
they go.
concentration level.
I'm telling you, you know, customers are standing in line to come and withdraw money. I will tell them, oh yeah, wait, all of you, see what you have to do to live a healthy life, you know, or see how to save your money. You've been coming here for the past 2 weeks. This money you are withdrawing, you should learn how to be financially intelligent so that you don't waste your money. That's the kind of thing I would do. If you are not going to allow me to do it, please don't employ me, don't invite me. you know. So personality is important. The reason a lot of people are stuck right now doing different things that are not for them is because they do not understand this aspect. So many people jumped into affiliate marketing. They say expert near, expert near, expert near. Learn of fleet. It's this, it's bad. 200%.
That's why it
This
is
person made
working.
this person made 6 million. This person made 600 million. This person made 600 billion. This person is now richer than Elon Musk. Jump in now. This person will jump in. They say it's graphic design is the next big thing. I4 scholarship. What is it called? Tech is the next big thing. AI is the next big thing. Everything is the next big thing. So they keep jumping from pillar to post, not knowing is this really what I will fit into?
Mm,
And that's
mm.
why this issue is why a lot of people you go to the bank. The people working in the bank, they are not bank. I mean, they are not graduates of banking or accounting.
Yeah,
A lot of them are graduates of engineering and microbiology. And I keep wondering, how did they get here? Like, for what reason? It's obvious. You can't tell me it's passion. You cannot tell me it's passion. Passion
never.
what? It's just because there's no job in Nigeria, so people are like anyone
You just
who
have
I
to
see,
fit
make I
in.
just jump inside. Exactly. And at the end of the day, they are still the ones complaining that they are depressed, they are frustrated, they are tired, and all.
Mm.
Okay. So can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, but can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. Because my video just paused here. I don't know why.
Eh, oh,
Okay, it's back.
I
So
can
like I was
see.
saying, that's one. That's one. Personality. Okay. Who am I?
Mm,
What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Okay. You must be able to understand that. Find out what is for you and what is not. It's okay
mm.
to say this one I know I'm not there. You see me, I love connecting with people, but network marketing is not my thing. It's not my thing. If you bring me a network marketing deal, I'm not interested. Automatically, I'm not interested. Not because it's bad. I have nothing against network marketing. But I know that
Hello, sir. Are you there? Okay, you're back. You're back. You're back. Welcome back.
yes, yes,
Maybe
I
you had a
received a
call.
call. Yes. So, like I was saying, number two is passion, right? What do you really want to do? What do you really desire to do or love to do? When I talk about passion, I love to talk about positive emotions. There are also negative emotions that can be attached to passion. Passion is all about emotion. What are you strongly emotionally attached to? It could be an activity, it could be a skill, it could be a lifestyle or anything or an idea or even a person. Okay, so there's a strong sense of emotional force pushing you to do that thing. What can you do on an empty stomach? What can you do all day without getting tired? What can you do, what can you do for free? There are things that you do and it's like, wow, it's like they paid you for it. Meanwhile, nobody paid you anything. Sometimes you are even struggling. You don't have money, but you still do it. You will do it because to you it's fun. I mean, you are deriving some form of pleasure, emotional gratification from that activity. Now that is another thing. That's another thing to consider, right? Passion. If you are doing an activity that you enjoy, it refuels you. It refuels you.
Yeah.
Like it has a way of feeding you. Okay.
Mm.
Now, after passion, what next? We talk about purpose. I've already explained the concept here, so I won't go into detail. Talk about purpose. After that, we talk about proficiency. What is it that you are good at that people keep commending you for? They keep telling you you are good at this, you can do this so well. You speak well, you write well, you you are a good leader or something like that. Those are things that can form the basis of clarity, form the basis of any decision you want to make career wise. Okay. So you've noticed that every time you speak, people want to know where you graduated from or something. People want to know what you
Yeah.
are studying. They feel like, you speak so well, you speak so, I like your intonation and all that. That could be a pointer for you if you want to choose a course to study in school, maybe to go and do mass communication or something. Maybe you have
Mm,
checked, you are passionate about it, it fits your personality, and people are commending you for it. You know.
mm,
Now, sometimes you can use a triad, a triangle, depending on what matters most to you out of all these things I'm mentioning. You can use, I was listening to Tony Robbins, and he gave three: passion, competency, and market, which I will call passion, proficiency, and people. I use PPPP all through. Now, passion, what you love to do; market, the people who are available for that thing you are offering. Okay, you cannot be doing so much for a market that does not exist. You will suffer. You know, you can't just pick up one idea that has nobody who is interested in it, no age range that is in need of it, or something like that, and people cannot even afford it because they don't know what it is. One imaginary idea. All of a sudden, in this Nigeria, you want to build flying cars. You want to build, you want to build flying cars. Uh,
wow. They never afford Tesla. Now flying cars all that.
you know, it's good though. It's good. But who will afford your flying cars?
Hmm.
The
That one is the
price
dream car.
you are putting at it is 100 million naira or 600 million naira car that will fly. And that one, that aside, that's just a consideration, right? Passion, competency, and market. You have to do a market survey. You have to think: is this thing I'm trying to do, is it really relevant? This course I'm trying to study, is it really relevant in our time? There are so many jobs now that will be overtaken by tech, by artificial intelligence in the next 2, 3 years. It's already upon us. I mean, tech is taking over almost everything. So there are courses now that are really, 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 to be honest, going to be obsolete very soon. Some of them are already outdated. You know, very soon, it's not going to make sense to study banking, for people to go to school and study banking and finance. Now that everything is being digitized, we are talking about advent of cryptocurrencies. We are talking about, you banking management systems, digital bank softwares, and all. A lot of people, like, banks have slashed their payroll because digitization came in, right? No, it's not necessarily that it will displace human beings entirely. If AI tech is going to disrupt the space and displace human beings, learn how to press the buttons, learn how to press the AI, learn how to control the machines, and you will still have a place, you will still have a seat, right? But then you are checking the market power of whatever you want to venture into. Now the next thing is um what else? What else? Profit. Profit. You can't be a passionate broke person. It's gonna be frustrating to be so passionate and broke. It's tiring. Trust me. You can be doing online class and faint out of hunger. You can be teaching children in that classroom that you say you are passionate about teaching children. I'm passionate. I don't mind the salary. You can be teaching those children and faint
Passion will leave
because
you.
of hunger. Those the children you are teaching will carry water and finish your body. They will pour you water. So you have to be careful to ensure that there is a profit potential for that thing you are doing. Doesn't mean that you have to earn money from it immediately, but ask yourself, are there people who are making money from this? Trust me, if public speaking is not profitable, I wouldn't be doing it, to be honest. It doesn't mean I'm money minded. In fact, I'm money minded. Everybody has to be money minded, because at the end of the day, it's money that you use to fund that passion. It's money that you use to finance your purpose, you know. So you have to think, if people are doing it and making money, how are they making that money? Go and learn it. Don't just say, it's all about passion. Let me just be passionate. Let me just be doing my passion. Let me just be like, no, 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 no. Go and learn that. Go and learn it. Okay? Understand how
Mm,
it works. Look
mm,
at it. Look at how it's done. Look at how it's done. My
mm.
profession as a physiotherapist, certified life coach, come a physiotherapist. This physiotherapist here, if no be say I don't see say e dey give better money, I for quit o. Hmm, to be honest
Eh,
with you, I would
Okay.
have given up. I would have dropped out in my final year. Top secret. Don't tell anybody. But that's it.
Mm.
That's it.
Understanding the business
If
of the
not
skill.
that, exactly. If not that, when I came out, I started interacting, I started visiting, I started attending events and asking successful people how they did it, looking out for those who are successful, connecting with people from home and abroad and all, and seeing, okay, this is the potential this profession has. It even makes sense to me, to be honest. There's no point deceiving myself. Okay.
Mm.
Coaching. Coaching, I saw the profit potential in coaching. I saw people charging $1,000 for an hour session. I saw people charging $20,000, $50,000 for one month coaching, and it blew my mind. I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I mean, makes sense. I saw people
Mm.
speaking for an hour. Somebody is charging a 1 million naira for an hour, as far back as
Mm.
2020.
Mm.
Hour. Somebody is charging 3 million for an hour session. Somebody's even charging 100 and something thousand for WhatsApp class. 100 and something
Kai.
thousand WhatsApp class. To me, it makes
Mm.
sense. I was like, okay, yeah, if people can make it like this, if people can do it this way, what's going to stop me? Nothing. I can do it too.
Yeah.
There's a profit potential.
Mm.
Okay. The next thing to consider is which other one? Which other one? Uh, there are many others. I'm trying to remember one that's stuck on my head now. I would say, I would say platforms. Platforms, people, which other one? Profession. Okay, I've talked about proficiency anyways, but
Let's just talk about
pocket and
people.
preparedness. Pocket and preparedness. I can say how ready. This is about readiness. How ready are you to do this? How ready are you to commit to this? What do you expect to put into this? And what do you expect to get from it? Okay, I paid a lot of money to learn how to speak. I mean, to become good at speaking, right? And not just money, I invested a lot of my time and energy. I did courses. One of the courses I did was by Chijioke Otikpa. Each course had 600 videos. I watched 300 of those videos. I was desperate to learn how to speak better. You know, I read books on speaking. I did a lot. You know, that was because I was ready. I mean, that was a pointer. So when you see yourself committing to something repeatedly, there's always something that you see yourself, okay, you're buying this course, you're registering for this program, you're getting mentored in this area. You see yourself going for that. That's a pointer to clarity, you know,
Mm.
it's a pointer to clarity. So at the end of the day, you're asking, am I really ready to commit to the process? What's it going to take me to become good at this? What's it going to take me to become a good public speaker, a good poet, a good writer, a good author, a good this or a good that? Check at the end of the day what most likely. It may drain you, it may get you, I mean, worn out, it may take a lot of your money, but which of them would you rather do? Okay. I noticed at
Mm.
some point that I was spending a lot of money paying for diplomas, courses, and all. teaching methodology, teaching education, pedagogy, teaching skills, coaching, speaking, and the rest. You know,
Wow.
I can't remember the last time I paid for a writing class. I hardly do that. But I write,
Yeah.
I write. I've written a couple of books, you know, powerful, rich in content, very wonderful books. But in terms of the editing and formatting and whether this one should be here or whether there should be 3 lines in one page or 9 lines, all those ones no concern me. Wetin I know say the book sharp.
As long as they got a message.
You say
You said
exactly as
no need of those things. As long as they'll get your message.
exactly
Just like
exactly the
Grakador
book.
said. Is it Grakador? I think it's Akia Labibu Karedi said, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an what I call an educationist. So don't come and be checking for grammar, just get the message, what I'm writing here. Come and be judging grammar if you're a
Exactly,
grammarian. Don't come and read my book. This book is not for you.
exactly. Exactly. So that's it. That's it. Those ones are secondary, right? Those ones are secondary, and that's small. It tells me that, I mean, even if I'm going to do anything writing, my writing is going to be a supporting brand to my speaking, coaching, mentoring, training, instructing brand.
Mm,
So
wow.
that's it.
Thank you so much.
That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much. You've answered my
You're
question. But it's
welcome.
something you said I did not get. You said you paid for a training, a public speaking training, and you watched about 300 and something video. What name did you
Yeah.
mention then? Training of who?
TJ Walker.
TJ
Walker.
Walker. Is he a Nigerian?
No, it's not a Nigerian.
Okay, okay. You watch the videos on YouTube.
No, it was a course. I create a course on Udemy.
Okay, okay. And I noticed I've seen you where you were speaking. I don't know if you were speaking, but you snapped that picture in this Toastmaster. Are you part of those Toastmaster?
Yeah, I joined
Uh,
Toastmasters.
oh, that's the best place ever. Mm, mm. I remember when I watched Unlock. That was like 3 years ago. You say join Toastmaster. I joined Toastmaster because he was not able to speak English. Nothing, nothing. But now it's fantastic. Speak
Oh, interesting.
very well.
That's
So
good to know.
Toastmaster is good though. So how can one join Toastmaster? You don't want to join Toastmaster.
Yeah, there should always be. Just go to Google and search Toastmasters club near me. There should always be a club near you. You
Okay.
can visit the
It
club.
must be
You
physical,
can
right?
visit the club. Yeah, it has to be physical. So you can visit there, find out what they are doing, and if it pleases you, you can, if it's good enough for you, fine. If you don't like that one, you can always search for another club near you and visit, and until you find the right one for you or the one that is nearest to you. Then you can commit, you can stay there and grow, learn, connect with other people who are also interested in speaking and leadership. There's a fee attached. Currently, it should be around, I paid around 60 to 70,000. I think that was 60,000 then. Yeah, I paid 60 when I joined. So, you can definitely get to know more about Toastmasters from your site. I mean, whichever one is closest to you, and connect, and then you start from there.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. You've answered everything. No need for someone to be going for any other master class for finding my purpose, finding my clarity, and getting clarity for life. Because when you say life, it relates to this purpose, knowing the right career, business is what would I use? It's intertwined, so it's related everywhere. You can use
Exactly.
it on business, can use it for anything, as long as you understand your personality. That's the key point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've come to an end of this session. So, but before you go, sir, I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything you've been doing for me. I just met you this year, but just like we've been here for like 1 year, and it's not by my grace, or should I say by my grace? Oh, I don't have anything, but it's just God anyway. I know how to assess relationship, build relationship, keep relationship, and maintain it. So I thank God for people who are coming for me, people like you. You've coached me on a call 1 hour just to give me strategy for one or two things. So I want to appreciate it publicly and say thank you, Sir Chijioke Otikpa. God bless you.
You're
Anywhere you see this
welcome.
man, airport, anywhere, open door for him. He's a kingmaker. Thank you, sir. It's not soldier. I don't talk him. I don't stamp him. I've signed. Thank you, sir.
You're
So before
welcome.
you go now, what do you have to say before you leave? What will be your last word for me?
Okay, I'll just say people should be open. Like to anybody who is viewing, be open to experimenting. Be open to experimenting. I mean, don't take anything people say for it. So there's no hard and fast rule. There's no direct 100% accurate formula to life. You
Mm,
know, be ready to be you. Wear your own skin. Don't listen to naysayers. There are people who are going to want to talk you down and tell you, no, this is not what you should be doing. You should do it this way. No, you cannot do this one. No, forget this one. You are not good at this. Just find something else and do. Come on. Ignore those things. You have a vision. It's clear what you want now. You know, pursue it. Then don't be obstinately foolish. I will explain what I mean. Don't think stubbornly like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Nobody can tell me anything. No, take
yes.
feedback and work on yourself. You know, when you know this one
Mm,
I didn't do it so well, this one I've not done it so well. Okay, what can I do to get it right here? Get mentors. Get a mentor who really cares about you, who is accessible, who is willing to teach you. You know,
mm,
build from there. Get better at those things, and then keep launching, keep trying, keep failing. Failure sometimes, most times, and all the time is a platform to the next level of success.
yeah.
Okay, so whatever it is that you know you don't know how to do now, but you want to do, find somebody who has gone ahead of you. Attach yourself to the person. Be humble and learn. Okay, there are some things I tell my mentees. There's some things
Yeah.
that their mistakes I've made that they are not permitted to ever make in their life. They are not permitted by the virtue of being under my mentorship. They are not permitted to make those mistakes. There are things that I have been able to achieve, let's say within 7 years, and because they are under my mentorship, and like it will be an insult to me if it takes them more than a year to achieve those things. It's that simple.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago, some of my mentees were just, even up to yesterday, I've just been seeing a lot of testimonials. This person got an invitation to speak at TEDx. This person got this person got a job to work with a foreign tech company. The other one is currently working with a crypto firm, Bybit. Yeah, it was my mentee Favor that got the offer to work with Bybit and all. So all those things were coming, and I was excited. It didn't take them so long to get there. It took
Mm.
me quite long. It took me
To
quite long.
achieve it because of mentorship, the guide.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what I would advise anybody who is wise, who is clever to do. Find out what it is you want. Go for it fearlessly. Then get the right mentorship. That's
Mm.
it.
Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I love that place of mentorship because I have Niisenka have been a blessing to me. And I get coached by a lot of people. Just like you say, don't say because you have getting to this height of success, you say, ah, I don't need anybody to advise me again. No, I still take advice from millionaires. I will not say because I have billionaire mentor, I should not take advice from millionaire too. There's a different experience that they have. And I'll not say because I'm the success soldier, because I understand the art of war and many other strategies to doing things, then I'll not say I won't take advice from anybody. What I do is I take advice, understand my personality, and I filter it and know where to use it and make it work. Even if you're insulting me, I'll say, why is this person insulting me?
Yeah.
Is he really insulting me? I'll just sit down there and understand. Then I'll not come back and bounce back and strike. Mm. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
You're
Chuku
welcome.
Gozegi. Let me speak the small people that I know. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Enjoy. Do have a blissful night. Thank you.
All right.
God bless you. My greeting to your all my regards to your family.
I wanted to mention something. This thing I just
Okay.
shared, the teaching is on. I'll open the teaching on YouTube. I'll open it up on my channel for a while. So anybody who is coming here who is lucky within the next few days, you can just check and just go to my YouTube channel and you will see a
What's the
video
name?
session. I did that with my inner circle, Chijioke Otikpa Growth Academy. My name,
That's
Chijioke
the name of your YouTube
Otikpa.
channel, right?
Yes, Growth Academy.
Okay.
So just go there, you'll see a video on clarity. Yes, self discovery and clarity. There are about three videos that talked about self discovery and clarity. One was a conference I did, a session I did like this one, and I went really in depth. The other one is my inner circle, a premium teaching I did with my mentees. So I'm going to open it up for those who are seeing this, who are watching, or who will watch this to access. So probably I don't know how we are going to do it, but just find
Okay.
a way to
Maybe
link to
they'll
my channel.
give me direct message, maybe on Facebook or on WhatsApp or
Oh,
anywhere. They'll
that's
just
fine.
get to me, then I will get to you directly. Help me myself.
That's
I'll
fine.
be able to get access to it.
Definitely, definitely.
You're always there for me now. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. God
Definitely.
bless you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Do have a blissful night. I'll see you inside. Thank you. Let me end
Bye.
the session. God bless you.
Okay. That's it.
Wow. And we did it. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Share this video, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Go to his channel, Chijioke Otikpa, and find this video. He said, but he said he locked it. So if you want to be able to have access to this video, message me on WhatsApp +234 8100 755 953 or on Facebook or Instagram at I am Ume Collins Obe. On Facebook, Ume Collins Obe. I have Ume Collins Obe 2. I have Ume Collins Obe 3. I have Ume Collins Obe the Celestial Soldier. In any of these accounts on Facebook, just message me there. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.